Hey, it's MK, and I am here working along with Day 7's SAR Advent Calendar Gifty today, and I am slightly playing along with Woodgrain and Winter. That's why it's second in command, because it was really barely any wood grain. So I'm totally cheating. Okay, so here are the little gifties that came in the advent calendar today. I've already unmasked them, and they are this beautiful rustic wood looking color. I also have some Pink Fresh Oh What Fun little cardstock stickers that I would like to play along with. I actually received this pack. I didn't receive it. I picked it up off of a give-take table. And then from 49 in Market a few years back, this is one of their holiday little, what do they call these? Wishing bubbles, I think, instead of epoxy pieces. They call them wishing bubbles. And then, of course, my Simple Stories tiny words from my scraps. I have these papers here, and then that's my, like I said, my sad, pathetic little wood grain. But I'm still counting it because I'm adding wood grain to my layout. So instead of using the back sides, I have Simple Stories, Close to My Heart, and then Minte. These were exclusive little die cuts that I created for the retreat that I had in November in Wyoming. I also have this amazing picture that happens to have my little Believe meter in the background. So, of course, I had to turn it into a Christmas layout. And from the Season of Joy paper pad by Katie Petit, I picked out this fabulous plaid, you guys. It's polka dotted on the back, but you guys know me. I gotta go for the plaid, and I love this one, and I'm super stoked at how well it matches those embellishments that I created for exclusively for the retreat house that I on a whim decided to go to at the very last minute in November. So I'm going to trim down my plaid paper to about 5 inches, and then I'm just going to cut out my photo so that way it has that white frame. I'm being super lazy because my smaller trimmer is actually occupied at the moment. It has another job. So I'm using my big trimmer for this for whatever little pieces I have to trim up, and that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and use up all my little scraps, and with this little stripe piece, it wasn't even cut straight, you guys. Honestly, you can't tell, but it's totally all wonky and tore up and just all these weird little pieces, but I am going to distress the edges anyways, so they're not really going to be noticeable, even though up close and personal, you can see they're very, they're very, very wonky. All right, I'm also going to cut my wood grain piece in half just so I can get a little bit wider. I didn't need it very much wider, if that's even a real sentence. It is today. But yes, I needed it to be just a hair wider, so I went ahead and I chopped it in half and am going at it so that way I can spread it behind my photo. I'm going to go ahead and distress all of the edges. I don't know why I distressed the edges of the top and the bottom of this of this plaid, but it works, and I'm super happy with how I just love this plaid, you guys. It is the star of the show. Then I decided that my coffee cup is looking off to the right. I know, it's a weird thing, you guys. I could have left it all on the right-hand side and my coffee still being the way that it is. But at the very last minute, I thought, you know what? My coffee is staring off into the right side. The words are tilted. And so, of course, my whole layout needed to be fixed and adjusted and changed. And luckily, it was just a quick and easy flip over. And I didn't have to rip up any of my pieces of paper. Okay, so now that I have my main piece down, now this is a picture of my favorite tea, in all honesty. This was a Instagram post that I posted a few years back, 2021, somewhere in there, of my favorite tea in the whole wide world. I found this tea company at a pinners conference way back in the day. And I have been ordering from her ever since. I order about 3 or 4 bags at a time because I love loose leaf tea instead of the little bagged tea. I feel like the little bagged tea is on the weaker side for me as far as flavor goes. I don't really pay attention to whether it's caffeinated or decaffeinated. To be honest, when I'm looking for tea, I'm looking for a flavor. I really drink tea in the afternoon, tea or bone broth, because I have a craving for something. And I don't want to snack because then I ruin my dinner, right? I'm at that age in my life. I know I hate saying those words, but I am, to where I have to be conscious that if I'm going to snack now, I'm not going to eat later. And so tea and bone broth fill that void because I'm looking for either a sweet treat or just something savory or, a flavor of some sort that I can get in my mouth but not fill me up. Yes, the liquid does fill me up, but not as much as if I was to eat something, And of course, at this time of the day, which is usually between 1:30 and 3, at this time of the day, my choices aren't as good as they should be if I was to actually eat something. Just saying, real life here, right? And so I definitely love just, putting the kettle on the stove, waiting for it to whistle and scream at me, and of course making either my tea or my bone broth. So it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. Usually around Christmas time, I really like the savory. I like that home comfort, wrapped in a blanket yumminess. So I do mostly reach for my bone broth. But sometimes I am just in the mood for something a little on the sweeter side, because I just watched somebody eat a candy cane on TV or something, gosh knows what. And so, of course, now I'm craving something a little on the sweets. So I reach for my tea. And like I said, it's just something that I enjoy. I'm not a all-day coffee drinker. I really am not. I have my 1 cup in the morning. On retreats, I may or may not have 1 or 2 cups because I don't bring my tea along with me. And I just need that, like I said, that filler, so I'm not snacking, basically, is what it is. But yeah, I thought that this was absolutely perfect because I had the picture. Now I have the embellishments. And even though they are tea bags spreading across and flying along my layout with my snowflakes, because that makes a whole lot of sense, I definitely thought that, how do you represent loose leaf tea other than sprinkling seeds, all literally dried leaves all over the place? My son used to call it hot leaf tea, or no, hot leaf juice. That's what he used to call tea. It's hot leaf juice. It's just, anyways, that just popped in my brain. But yes, I definitely thought that this would be a perfect layout for, basically just sharing how why I drink my tea and what its purpose is in my life, because I'm a both. I'm a both. Yes. Again, real sentences here. I'm both a tea drinker and a coffee drinker. I don't believe that you can be only one or the other. I truly believe that you can be both. And for me, it just depends on the time of the day, in all honesty. Or I could drink coffee if I really, not really needed to, but like I said, at retreats, I drink my coffee. So I've just scattered my snowflakes as if they are falling down and around my photo. Just a cute little decoration going on. I did pick out all of the pinky-ish kind of snowflakes. I felt like they went really, really well with these embellishments from the Pink Fresh. And then, of course, also, my reds aren't really, well, my reds are red, but I do like how the snowflakes match my plaid in the background, actually. I definitely could have changed up the red and chose a different color had I not wanted to use my scraps. But, in the end, this is what works for me. And then, of course, like I said, I did enjoy putting the tea bags in with my snowflakes and having them fall down across my page. And then, of course, one ended up next to my coffee cup. That was very convenient. And then the little saying is just basically, what you make of it. Life is like a cup of tea. It is all in how you make it. It really is. That could go with coffee, that could go with tacos even. So that saying just works really, really well with anything. But today I just wanted to give a shout out to tea, because it seems like I do a lot of coffee embellishments and act like my life revolves around coffee. And It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It's just whatever I'm in the mood for that will fill me up. Basically. Yeah. All right, you guys. So that is my layout for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really, truly appreciate it. I hope those of you that got your little hands on the Advent calendar are enjoying it so far. And of course, don't forget to check out the Woodgrain and Winter playlist. I just now noticed that we have a couple other people playing along with myself and Janet. And so that is super, super fun. So don't forget to go check out that playlist and see how everyone else is using their wood grain with their winter photos. It's not just Christmas, but all the wintry bits of photos and things. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I will check you guys all later. Bye.